Welcome to 319 Event Center. I'm your host, Rachel Cahoon, and this is Show Me Chefs. Today, in our first semifinal round, Chef Anna and Chef Kim will cook with everything they have if they want to move on to the finale and win the grand prize of $3,000. Let's go see how our chefs prepared.
I'm feeling pretty good going into today. I don't think you're really able to prepare for something like this. You have to go in knowing that anything is possible. Going into last time, I knew a little bit about Daniel, but with her, I don't know anything. I think that maybe makes it a little more difficult. We chefs have big egos, and we like to be told that we're doing a good job. It's self-promotion, it's business promotion. Everyone wants to be a success. It is a male-dominated industry, and so I feel like showcasing female chefs and, that we are just as good or better, makes a big difference.
I feel pretty good, a little bit nervous, but excited to see what this round will have. I've actually told myself this morning, I was like, I'm just gonna be happy no matter how it goes. I'm really wanting to grow things in Springfield, so it would be a wonderful opportunity to tell people, hey, go watch this. I was on this show, and I don't know how Kim works. She's probably really great in the kitchen, so I'm trying not to let that or the aspect of this is right before the final one get in the way of anything, and I just want to enjoy it.
Chefs, for the first round, it is the appetizer round, where you will have 20 minutes to create the perfect dish using the mystery ingredients in those baskets. You know what I'm gonna say next. Let's unveil those ingredients. Okay, chefs, your ingredients are espresso cookies from the Artisan Oven, jalapeno cheddar cheese curds from Edgewood Creamery, dried strawberries from Mama Jean's Natural Market, Missouri cow de boeuf from Missouri State Winery and Distillery, and smoked trout from Rockbridge Rainbow Trout Farm. Chefs, your time starts now.
So when we opened the mystery baskets, I was shocked. There was quite a few ingredients in there, and they all did not seem to go together. I stood there for a few seconds going, what am I gonna do with all this?
This time I'm going into it more with a broad idea of, well, I might try something like this, because I kind of know what's in the kitchen now.
Now it's time to meet our panel of judges. Our first returning judge is Mary Fawcett, co-owner of Bambino's Cafe. Our second returning judge is Joy Robertson from Color 10 Ozarks Live. And our final returning head judge is Angela Winnathantry, executive chef and general manager here at 319 Event Center.
Pretty exciting. We got
it's very exciting.
Awesome ingredients, smoked trout.
Yeah. Which I love.
Cookies.
Yes.
And
it's not going.
They're having a hard time opening the wine bottles here.
Can I have a sword?
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. You were going to the other.
I wondered.
I'm not a wine drinker. I was having a heck of a time opening that wine bottle. So the judges helped a little bit, thank goodness, because I probably would have just smashed it open.
I'm sorry to say, if there's anything I can do, it's open a wine bottle.
There you go. I'm a beer drinker.
Yeah, it was good. It was sweet and very mild, so it was easy to put into my sauce with the strawberries, and I used some dates, and those are already sweet, and then a little bit of rice vinegar, so it kind of complemented the sweet, and then a little bit of tart in there.
Show Me Chefs will return after this.
We're here with Melissa Fletcher. Her and her husband run Edgewood Creamery. So this wasn't originally a cheese-making place, right?
In 2001, we moved our dairy farm here, and we've just been basically a dairy farm, grass-based, pasture-based dairy farm since 2001. 2015 is when we opened up the creamery. So we needed a little more income, and we couldn't really expand the farm cow-wise or land-wise, so we decided that, our milk is really high-quality, good grass-fed milk, and we decided to turn it into a good quality cheese. It takes really good milk, I think, to make good cheese. Grass-fed milk, there is a difference in the taste. It's just got a really unique, good taste to it. It's just the way a cow needs to be fed. They enjoy grass. It's their favorite food. It's amazing to me that what we make here, that chefs actually take and work with that and make them into these delicious dishes. It's exciting to see that happen.
So, Joy, this is your first time back on season 3. What are you looking forward to on today's show?
You know, the last season was so much fun. I was here for the finale. And so I've been eager for almost a year to get back here.
Yeah.
And here I am. So, you know, I just am in awe of the talent that we have in this area. And when I look at these ingredients, I think I would have no idea how to put these together into anything that's even remotely edible. So they never cease to amaze me.
Right.
I'm looking forward to some great food, great creativity.
Yeah.
I definitely know that I have the skills to compete, and I'm pretty sure I have the skills to win the whole thing. You know, I don't want to sound cocky, but I think you need some sort of, you know, little bit of cocky confidence going into something like this. I just gently treated the smoked trout, warming it through with some honey and spices. I really needed it all the time this time.
1 minute to go, chefs.
I like working with anything that I can use to garnish the plate, make the presentation really good.
Felt like 15 minutes was longer last time.
And I do feel that. I really felt this today's round is ticking by much faster than what we're used to.
30 seconds to go, chefs. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chefs, your time is up.
Good job.
All right, chefs, in this appetizer round, you had 20 minutes to create the perfect dish using all of the mystery ingredients. It's now time for you to present your dish to the judges. Chef Kim, you will present first.
So today in front of you, I have a very simple salad with the smoked trout, some fresh radish, the deep fried jalapeno cheese curds, and croutons made from the espresso cookie. And then the wine and the strawberries are in the vinaigrette on the salad.
The dressing, I think, is very good. It has a tanginess to it.
I think it's very tasty. You know, there are a lot of components to this, a lot of different flavors. I like the way you can sort of move around the plate and enjoy them alone or put them together, and it's still very nice.
I like it. I think it was a very nice presentation on the plate. It looked a little bit like abstract art with the lettuce going across the plate.
Thank you, Chef Kim.
Thank you.
Chef Anna, it's now time for you to present your dish to the judges.
I made a warm trout salad and made a sauce beside it. I used one of my favorite ingredients, dates, Date Lady, they're local. So I put that with the strawberries and the wine, boiled that, and then pureed it.
I think this jam pulls this whole thing together. It complements the trout and the fresh fruit and the cheese. It has a wonderful flavor.
I thought it did too. I think the jam is really good. For some reason, I'm kind of missing where the breading came in here. I've heard you mention breading a couple
I
times.
used the wrong word. It was more just like a crumb base that I patted on
A little bit
top.
of a crumb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not breaded.
Because I'm picking up some of it. The way you describe it makes me wish there were more of it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sort of missing a little bit of the cheese, the jalapeno cheese. I know it's in there somewhere.
Thank you, Chef Anna. Okay, chefs, it's now time for the judges to deliberate your dishes. You may now exit the kitchen. So judges, it seems as though the race is already tight just after the first round. How did both chefs do in the appetizer round?
You know, given an unusual array of ingredients, I thought they did a really nice job. And I had a lot going on there. A lot of different components. There are things I wish I would have seen a little bit more there.
I enjoyed each one of them. I'm just wondering why they heated the trout, though. I think that kind of intensified that smoky flavor in the trout, which is not a thing that I'm all that crazy about.
I think she served a warm salad and she served a cold salad. And on her part, she shouldn't have put it on the stove. She kind of felt a little short on the presentation or actually putting the complete plate together.
All right, so judges, you ready for the entree round?
I'm ready.
Yes.
All right, let's bring the chefs back in. All right, chefs, this is the main course now, where you will have 35 minutes to complete the perfect dish using the mystery ingredients in your baskets, and you will also have to spin the wheel behind me to find out if you cook with a penalty or add an extra ingredient. But first, we're gonna find out what's in those baskets. All right, chefs, your mystery ingredients are round roast from McDowell Farms, maroon blend wine from Missouri State Winery and Distillery, watermelon turnips, poblano peppers, and yogurt raisins from Mama Jean's Natural Market. Chef Anna, you ready to spin the wheel?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it.
Close my eyes.
Go ahead and spin. Horman's Lumberjack Sausage. It's right there, so yeah. All right, Chef Kim, it's your turn. Go ahead and spin the wheel. A nice, soft, easy spin.
Maybe my undoing.
Ooh, no saute pans.
Okay.
All right, Chef Kim. It looks like you will not be able to use saute pans in this entree round.
Okay.
You think you can do it?
I think I'll make it.
All right, you may return to your station. All right, chefs, you will have 35 minutes to create the perfect dish using these mystery ingredients and an extra ingredient if you have it. You guys ready to get this round started?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Chefs, your time starts now.
They took away my saute pans from the Wheel of Doom. So I had to replan what I was going to do.
She's got to figure it
It's
out.
like, you know, the confidence is coming through her smile.
And I didn't want to cut it into steaks or anything like that. So first thing it went was in the oven.
What's in that mix?
Paprika, onion, garlic, tarragon, white pepper, black pepper, smoked salt.
What's the temperature on the oven?
500.
500?
Wow.
Okay.
Let's go meet our season sponsor, Horman Meats.
My name is Erin Herman and I am the owner of Herman Meats. We got started about 14 years ago. As we kind of were in the community more, we saw the need for people they wanted no hormone, non-GMO, no antibiotics. They want clean beef that they know where it came from. So we opened our West store about 5 or 6 years ago, and then this one we just opened in September. Our local producers, it's 100% their meat. The only preservation that we use is freezing. So everything that you'll find is gonna be vacuum sealed and frozen. It's just clean, good beef. We are actually always searching out local products that we can bring into the store. A lot of times you'll find a lot of local at farmers markets and they're there 1 or 2 times a week. This gives them a place that they are available all the time. So anytime somebody wants to come in, they can find something local, something that's handmade, and something that's not just on every single store shelf. Our best sellers are ribeyes, fillets. We do really well with steaks. Hillbilly grillers are a really good seller, and it's sirloin or better steak chunk with cheese stuffed in it, wrapped in bacon, seasoned with our beef rub. Yeah, just start calling. As soon as you start planning your holidays, give us a call.
Best grater in the world, I don't.
No, not the best grater. And
Nope.
she does have another grater that you could probably use.
Where's your grater? Oh. I don't know. I made little potato crisps to have a little bit of starch there and add some texture. I thought I burnt my potatoes, but they actually turned out fine. I really didn't want to get the knives taken away. That was probably the one that I saw in there that I was most nervous about, but what Kim got was pretty bad too.
How rude is that, your saute pan in the oven?
I know. Sorry.
Are you truly sorry?
No.
No.
Yeah, I've been really sad if I got that. I felt bad for you. I really did.
Chefs, you have 15 minutes left.
Putting in, what is that? Was that a
Chef Kim, what did you just put that in
rice
that
vinegar
pan?
or something?
It's going to be a quick pickle for the radishes. Decided to pickle the turnip with some radishes to keep it really fresh, and then do a reduction with the raisins and the wine. And made a kind of a fresh salsa out of the poblanos.
I feel like I have to do a really good job. Push it up a few notches. There's never been anyone culinary-wise, but in school when I was doing music, Cameron and Susan LeBar, they've been like amazing in promoting what I do, and they got me really started on my business, getting out there and doing more of it, and stepping into things I would have never thought or tried.
I do think that I am quick on my feet. I've got a few years experience on her, so I think that might help as well. Anna is very quick. I did notice that she has a lot of speed.
My turnips, I put in a food processor and put it in my sauce. The reason being, lots of times I've heard, judges don't like when you just use the whole thing, so that's why I wanted to put it in it, and it gave a little bit extra texture.
1 minute to go, chefs.
I guess I just feel like I had too many things going on. I wish I'd thought through it a little more.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chefs, your time is up.
What a great job.
All right, chefs, in this entree round, you had 35 minutes to complete the perfect dish using all of the mystery ingredients in your baskets. It's now time for you to present your dish to the judges. Chef Anna, you will present first.
I seared the meat. I did want it well done, but I covered it in a rosemary and lemon and maple and garlic. Those are like the flavors I used, incorporated throughout the dish. And then I took potatoes and broiled them with a butter and garlic.
I love these crispy potatoes.
That's a great touch right there. I don't know if you tried it to get that
I wanted them crispy, and then I forgot, so I was like, oh no, maybe they're too crispy, but it turned out okay.
I really like the maple a lot. I think the maple adds a ton. I think that's very good.
The meat is still overdone, right?
Yeah, I know.
Wonderful job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef Anna. Chef Kim, it's now time for you to present your dish to the judges.
So in front of you, you have pickled watermelon turnips and radishes with a raisin red wine reduction, and then the steak is rubbed and seared and topped with a fresh poblano that has been flame charred, sort of like a chimichurri.
Chef Kim, before they dive into your dish, how was it without the saute pans?
It was a little more difficult than I thought. I didn't really want to cut the meat down. Cooking a whole piece like that, you have better temperature control. And I wanted to sear it in the pan, and then I did have to cut it to get it to fit in the saucepan to sear it.
So they would have come in handy.
Yes, definitely.
The chimichurri, she kind of hit the mark on that.
I love that.
It's hard to cook this cut of meat. I think you guys were both at a real disadvantage in trying to cook this cut of beef in such a short period of time.
All right, chefs, it's now time for the judges to deliberate your dishes. You may now exit the kitchen. So judges, how did both chefs do in this entree round?
I thought the watermelon turnips were lost in there. Just didn't know where they were. I thought the meat was really, really tough. Kim, on the other hand, was, lacking a saute pan, but rose to the occasion, got the meat cooked better.
Anna, once again, put a lot more on the plate.
With Chef Kim, there needed another element in that plate to kind of balance out the tangy and the tartness of the chimichurri. That cut of meat is really kind of a handicap for both chefs.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Right.
Yeah.
And I do think that Chef Anna getting that sausage really helped her dish.
It did.
It didn't present more of a challenge. It really boosted the flavor of it.
Yeah, well, that was kind of luck of the draw on
Yeah.
the wheel.
Very much so.
All right, judges, you ready for some sweets?
Love
Yes.
the sweets right
Always.
All right, let's bring the chefs back in. Welcome back to the kitchen, chefs. After 2 intense rounds, we're on to the final one. How you guys feeling?
Good.
Yeah, ready to go.
Ready to get it over with?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, chefs, in this dessert round, you will have 25 minutes to create the perfect dish using the ingredients in those mystery baskets. Let's unveil those. All right, chefs, your ingredients are Parpadelli's dark chocolate pasta, Chambourcin dessert wine from Missouri State's Winery and Distillery, and kiwi, bacon, and pumpkin seeds from Mama Jean's Natural Market. Now, chefs, you will have to create the perfect dish in 25 minutes using these ingredients. Ready to get this last round started?
Yes.
Do it.
All right, chefs, your time starts now.
Oh,
Cheers.
cheers, Mary.
The mystery basket, everything seemed okay until we kind of got to the kiwi. The kiwi threw me.
When I saw the ingredients, I was like, oh, gotta change some things around, and I've never cooked with dessert pasta. Kiwi was also not what I would usually put in the dessert.
Chocolate pasta, I have not worked with it, I've seen it, so I kind of knew where it was going. It's not very sweet. It's made with a dark chocolate. It has a lot of those dark fruity notes that you get, so it's not extremely sweet. Beyond that, it's just like regular pasta.
First, when I saw the pasta, I was like, I'm not going to cook it like normal pasta. That's, what's expected. So that's when I decided to put it in the processor. I was hoping it would turn into powder, actually, but that processor doesn't make it really tiny, so it's still pretty little chunks, and they were too crunchy.
I was trying to think of a way to combine all the ingredients and still kind of hold the integrity, and the first thing that popped into my head was the spaghetti pie. Took it out and mixed it with the bacon and some chocolate chips to give a little more creaminess to the dish. Pan fried it like you do, when you were a little kid and your mom made you eat spaghetti pie for dinner.
Chefs, you have 10 minutes left.
So I knew I wanted to do something along the lines of a tart or a cheesecake, so I just added cream cheese and sour cream and made it more like a whipped cheesecake-ish sort of thing.
This time I am a little bit nervous. Last time I knew who the winner of round 1 was going into the entree round. I kind of wish I knew who was in the lead.
The kiwi, I was also like, I gotta do something unique with this, so that's why I decided to poach it with the wine. Blueberries, I wanted to have some kind of fruit syrup sauce, sort of, that's why I did that.
It's different cooking on the show because what I do in the restaurant is something completely different than what I put out on the show. I don't have time to do barbecue for 12 hours on the show. I have 15 minutes, but I want them to look at the dishes and be like, oh man, that looks really good. I wonder if the food at Lost Signal is just as good. And that makes them curious to come down and see, what we're putting out.
Just one more time, make sure all the ingredients are used in the mystery basket.
1 minute to go, chefs.
I also kind of like that rustic, messy look on the plate, and I decided to go for that then. I splashed cocoa powder on the plates. It's like the sloppy, professional look.
Is that bacon?
Yeah. I thought you didn't think I had it. It's already done.
All right.
We were freaking
My head
out.
was sweating too.
I was gonna feed you raw stuff. It's my favorite.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chefs, your time is up.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
The pumpkin seed brittle that I made didn't have time to set, and I couldn't leave it off the plate because it had a secret ingredient in it.
This whole round it felt more rushed.
It's now time to present your last dish to the judges. Chef Kim, you will present first.
Sure. You have my take on a dessert spaghetti pie. I boiled the chocolate pasta in the wine and then added the bacon and chocolate chips to it and then pan fried it into a cake. You have handmade ricotta, lemon ricotta underneath, then just a fresh salsa with the kiwi on top.
The chocolate pasta is a little hard to eat, but boy, it's tasty. Really good.
Why did you put that back in the pan? Because, now you cooked the pasta. Why did you put that back in the pan? Just to make it crunchy, or?
Yeah, to give it a little crunch, to give it a little extra depth
I think it would have been better to have more of like a cool pudding or something like that rather than the ricotta. Really like that pumpkin seed.
Thank you, Chef Kim. Chef Anna, it's now your turn to present your dish to the judges.
It is a sort of like a disassembled tart. I made a sweet nut paste, and then I put the pine nuts in there. I also put the pasta, some other nuts, cocoa, and then I made a mascarpone cream, and then I poached blueberries in wine and some honey, and I made like a syrup with that.
To be honest with you, I wish we had a little more pieces of bacon on top.
I have more. I should have thrown more on it.
Yep.
So fast.
I think this is just the right amount of bacon, actually.
Okay.
I think it would have overpowered it
Yeah.
if
You're
there had
probably
been
right.
any more.
You're probably right, Mary. I think you're right.
I never would have thought of poaching a kiwi, but it's delicious.
It is.
Awesome. Let's talk about Chef Kim first. And I wish she did not put that pasta back in the pan to harden it, to make the crisp.
It made it problematic to eat. It had a nice chocolate flavor when you could get to it.
Correct.
Right.
I liked the lemon ricotta. The whole pumpkin seed brittle, I think she really wanted it to be a brittle, and it sort of
Right.
ended up being a taffy. It was nice with the ricotta, but it wasn't what she wanted, and it wasn't what I was ready for.
Right.
Let's talk about Anna real quick.
This was another area where you could see that she was thinking every minute. She was tasting every single element of that dessert, and she would add a little this and a little that. She would nod if she thought it was okay. And she also seems to just really have an instinct for what goes with what.
Judges, do we have a winner for today's semifinal episode?
Yes, we do.
Welcome back to the Kitchen Chefs. It is now time to pick the winner of today's semifinal episode and the finalist on Show Me Chefs. Mary, can you tell us what you liked about Kim's dishes today?
I liked the distinctive flavors and the use of the ingredients, and you did a really good job with that appetizer. I really did like the way it looked on the plate. I feel like there could have been just a little bit more on that, but it was a good flavor and a good treatment of the ingredients. The entree, I think we talked about, how difficult it is to cook that cut of meat in a short period of time, but I think you did a really good job. It looked really good on the plate. The flavors were really strong. And your dessert was really very good. I enjoyed that pumpkin seed. That was really good. And they went really well with the ricotta. And once I got a taste of that lemon, it really was complimentary.
And Joy, can you tell us what you liked about Anna's dishes?
Yes, Anna, you are obviously very talented. Very, very good cook. I'm gonna fast forward a little to the entree. One of the featured ingredients was this roast. I thought the roast really fell kind of flat. It was pretty tough. There was a lot of window dressing around it, which is really hard to make up for the fact that that is one of the main ingredients. Now the dessert, on the other hand, when you put that pasta in that food processor, I'm thinking, what is she doing? It worked. The creaminess of the sour cream and the cream cheese and the mascarpone and all that together was just delicious.
And Angelo, how did both chefs do overall?
It was what a treat, huh?
Yeah.
It was exciting. It was nervous. It was. We were just on edge.
Yeah.
So by saying that, she won the appetizer round. You won the entree round. So the winner of the semifinal round today is. This is crazy. Chef Anna.
Oh no. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations, Chef Anna. You are the winner of today's semifinal episode.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, Chef Kim, you are not the winner of today's episode. What will you take away from your Show Me Chefs experience?
It was a lot of fun. It was very intense, and I learned quite a bit about myself in the kitchen in here, so it was wonderful.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank you so much for being here. You did such a great job, but now you may exit the kitchen.
Thank you. I don't like to lose. I'm not a big fan of that, but she was a fierce competitor, so I'm glad that she will move on. So I hope that, at least since she beat me, that she can win in the finals.
Congratulations, Chef Anna. You are the winner of today's episode. How do you feel?
Yeah, first thing going through my head was, oh, I gotta do it again.
Just one more time.
Yeah. No.
So, what are you going to be taking from, your first 2 episodes to the final?
Yeah, I think everything all of you said was very helpful, and I'm going to really work on those things.
Congratulations, Chef Anna. You're going to the finale. You may now exit the kitchen.